Always a pleasure to have a nice place to sit and watch the testing. Thanks to Alpine and Jack Doohan, we have an incredibly nice place to sit. This, if you were driving for Alpine, would be your room for the 3 days of testing. This specifically, Jack Doohan's room, as you can tell from the very Doohan-esque helmet sat there on the helmet dryer. Physio table for Jack for everything that he needs through the weekend, and a few basics here just to get him warmed up for his sessions. But he's got everything he needs in here, out in the car at the moment. So I won't hang around in his changing room too much, but watch on the table, hat and some drinks ready for when he's out of the car. Plenty of overalls and gear to take him through the 3 days of testing. 2 rooms, one for Jack, one for Pierre Gasly at the back of the Alpine garage. They're air conditioned in the back of the Bahrain pits, as the pit garages aren't. So a comfortable place for the drivers to sit. And if you are an Alpine driver, this is your route to work through the middle of the tunnel. On the way into the garage, we're going to take a little quick tour. And I did ask Alpine if there was an engineer available to give us a show round. They said, no mate, we're all testing, but you're very welcome to come in and have a little bit of a look around the garage yourself. So that is exactly what I'm doing now. Wander through the tunnel. Doctor's office on the left-hand side for team and drivers alike. And this is the route then into the garage. Alpine looking resplendent in blue colours, as the car is this weekend and will be for the early phase of the season. Radios specifically for each team member there. Look, team principal Oliver Oakes has picked up his set. Flavio Briatore at the moment out of the garage, so they don't get lost. They each have their own specific headset. Pierre Gasly at the moment has his headset. He's over in engineering. He's going to have a little bit of a break and then head back into the garage. So that's probably where his headset is at the moment. Jack Doohan obviously in the car and therefore doesn't need his headset. He's connected to the radio system via his helmet. I'm just going to try not to block this pathway because we're not allowed any further than this, but this is really the epicenter of everything that's going on here for Alpine. You've got fabrications all the way through and to the left-hand side. That's repair and replacement of all the different bodywork parts. There's a whole spare floor in there. Big sections of nose cone and all of the different sections that they're trying throughout the weekend, both in terms of spares, replacement in case they damage something, and also in terms of all of the different test items that they're going to be making their way through in the 3 days of testing. Engine department from Viri are sat over just to my right hand side here. About 15 personnel in from Viri, making sure that the engine function is absolutely right. And then, of course, basic functions, kit for the team, bits of food and drink and snacks just to keep them going and operating through the 3 days of testing. Let's wander through, though, to the business end, shall we? The heroes of the team just set out front of the garage for just to remind everyone who's working the night shift, which begins at 8 p.m. and then runs through to 6 a.m. 2 shifts of mechanics here throughout the weekend. The night shift, absolutely brutal, starts with pit stop practice and then carries on all the way through to the next morning when the day shift pick up again. To the left of the garage, we have the tyre room. Each team has a designated engineer from Pirelli, and all of the tyres that they're going to use throughout the test sit in here, being controlled in terms of their pressure, and then, of course, ready to be put into the blankets and prepared to then go on the car. So Pirelli working with each team in tandem to make sure that both the objectives of the tyre manufacturer, indeed, the rules set by the tyre manufacturer are observed, but also to maximise, of course, the performance of the car. Sitting then in the garage, Oliver Oakes in the middle, captaining the ship. You've got 2 engineering stations to the right-hand side and to the left-hand side, and a live telemetry data stream that runs into the middle of the garage here, so they can see every single application of brake, throttle, gear paddles, DRS, steering wheel. There is no coming back into the garage and saying it wasn't my fault, if you know it was, because they see absolutely everything that you're doing. Sat in the guest area, screens all around for the team to see what's going on. We can't head out into the pit lane because we need our pit lane tabards back on, but it's all business here down at Alpine.